All right, so other day we talked about theme. What is it? Anybody? Definition. Theme. What is it? Reinhardt. The message from the story, right? The message, the central idea, whichever way you want to look at it. And when we talked about theme last week, we talked about how themes can be more broad, right? Like a single word like love, loneliness, betrayal, right? Or it could be something more specific like a thematic statement like don't bite the hand that feeds you, be careful who you trust, right? Don't tell lies or nobody will believe your truths. Again, I don't particularly care which way you write these down for this activity, okay? So what we're going to be doing is, take a look at this sheet that I just passed out. You'll see at the top, analyzing themes in the house on Mango Street. In this box it says title of vignette. You will see there are 7 slots because there's one on the back, okay? The other day we just worked with the first 3 vignettes, 1, 2, and 3, right? Today you're going to work with 1 through 7. So you're going to have the first 3, right? Mango Says Goodbye Sometimes, Kathy, Queen of Cats, and then Minerva Writes Poems, and then you're going to go on to 4, 5, and 6, and then whichever one is 7. I don't remember all the titles, okay? So you're going to start off first, you're just going to write the title of the vignette in the first box, okay? Eventually. You can come back to that. Short summary. In the short summary box, what I want you to do is I want you to pretend for a moment I've never read this vignette. Okay, I'm somebody who has never read this vignette. I come to you and I say, what was this vignette about? I want you to be able to say, this particular vignette is about, you know, blah, 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 blah. It's a girl who blah, 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 blah. Whatever it is, right? Something short, something succinct, but something that drives home the point, what it is basically about, that particular vignette. Everybody understands that? Okay. Memorable quote. Memorable quote means if you had to pick one quote, one line that sums up the vignette, one line that stands out to you, what line or quote would it be? Okay? That will be individual to you, but my advice is to put some thought into it. Like if you just grab the first line and it doesn't make any sense, it's probably going to mark it wrong. But think about it, okay? Memorable quote. Put it in quotation marks, whatever quote that you pull out of the vignette, okay? And then theme. Theme, we talked about theme being the message or the central idea. You are going to write what you believe the theme of that particular vignette is. Now, what I'm going to do is in a moment I'm going to get on my computer and I'm going to add something to the agenda, a document that has a bunch of themes. It has a bunch of themes listed to kind of help you out so you don't have to necessarily pull them out of thin air, okay? But read through them, really comb through them, and see what you come up with. We might actually read them together as a class. I think it might help you out a little bit. Okay. Flip it over on the back side. Back side, it ends with a writing assignment. It says, in a well-written paragraph. Now, I haven't required you to do a bunch of writing yet, but we will get into it. Minimum 5 sentences. Identify 3 vignettes with similar themes. Explain how the characters and themes of these vignettes are related. So, you may write some of these vignette themes as different themes, but they may be similar. Or they may have different themes, but is there a similar theme that ties them together? Okay? So you're going to address that and tell me which 3 vignettes you picked. Understood? Okay, pretty straightforward. Do you guys want to read them as a class? Or would you rather read them alone? You want to read them as a class? Okay, let's read them as a class. Okay, so click on yesterday's agenda, right? And pull up the house on Mango Street. I don't know if I put it on today's agenda.